Good morning and welcome to the morning analysis video on Thursday, the 10th of June. Well, yesterday was a bit of an interesting day. One position taken by myself, and sadly it was a break-even trade. We tried to take off the 4-hourly kiss on pound dollar, and very quickly, as soon as we saw it hitting the daily pivot, sort of 40 odd points up, moved our stop to break even to look for the continuation play through the averages or through the shorter term averages to the downside. Sadly, however, we saw a big old rally on sterling and euro, and that meant that we did not continue our play or maximise on any profit. Today, very much the same sort of picture. We're going to quickly go through the charts. If we move across first off to our majors, so look at pound dollar, euro dollar, we can obviously see on pound dollar we've got this head and shoulders forming on the 4-hourly and daily chart. We did test this 146 level last night, immediate fall off it last night, and again this morning we may well have another test. The big thing we should be looking for now though is with the 4-hourly trend, the next major silver cross down. I don't believe we'll be able to play to the upside today, not through this 146 level anyway, but what we should be looking for is the silver cross down through the weekly pivot, daily pivot, to retest or make a move to 143.90. If we see a move back down to weekly pivot and support coming in down at that region on the shorter term charts, so let's drop down. So if we see it pulling back towards 145.46, we may see some short term support, but it would only be a short term support level, looking for plays into that 146 level. So there is a short term option there, but for me it's more about this head and shoulders pattern with the major silver cross a possibility to the downside. Obviously we've got interest rate statement today from the UK as well, so we could see further weakening of sterling, or if the rest of the market decides that dollar weakness is on the cards, we will see the continuation play higher. It may well be worth the one trade to the downside and also the one trade to the upside. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but that's what I'm inclined to look for first thing. Euro dollar has broken out, as we said, of that 1990 range yesterday, supported off the 4-hourly 20 and the hourly 20. She made another good run last night, but again seems to be finding a little bit of weakness up at these highs towards this weekly pivot, like we see on sterling as well. So again this morning, short-term plays would suggest that with the 4-hourly cross we should be looking for long plays to build up towards the daily 20 or the 4-hourly 50. The shorter term may well suggest that we could see some further weakness coming in once we get a cross back down of our, in fact a cross up and then down of our major moving averages. Aussie dollar, well, as we said, that consolidation level held as support and we got the run up to 83.95. Shame we weren't in it, but do you know what, I'm actually glad I took the position that I liked first thing, and now we just need to see some major pullbacks on this pair too. You look on the daily chart, you can see that Aussie dollar's just hit her daily 20, so this is a likely level for resistance to come in. Therefore we would expect some southbound motions coming in today, and I hope to see these coming in the next couple of hours, pushing back down through the daily pivot, weekly pivot, through the 4-hourly 20, and then we see our hourly 20 crossing down to give us a short play to retest 80.92. Euro sterling, I'm afraid there aren't any trades at the moment. She's just sitting in no man's land. Obviously the preference would still be short, but at this moment in time there is no clear sign between euro strength or sterling strength, so we have to just be cautious on that note. CAD. Dollar CAD has come back to the level that we wanted to see her. Yes, she has golden crossed to the downside. At this moment in time though, I'm not paying a huge amount of attention to that. I'm more interested in the fact that we're now back on this critical daily support. The question is she going to find further weakness from here, or CAD strength, and are we going to see her pushing down through this 103.30 region? If we do, then we'd expect to slide back down to the lows. If not, then I'd expect to see her maintaining or pushing at least a run back to 106. Again, something we're going to have to keep our eyes on. There's no setup on the shorter term charts as of yet, but if we get that major silver cross to the upside with the daily trend, I will be looking to play to build back up to 106. A quick look at gold. Gold is settling herself in quite nicely. You've got a major silver cross to the south side. I don't play these, as you know, but what you can look for is obviously weakness down to the 4 hourly 50, possibly even the daily 20. Keep your eyes on that 12.14 level. It was critical support for us last time, and hopefully she will act again if she pulls back any further. Drop it down to a 15-minute chart and go to the end. You can see obviously everything's configuring itself at the moment. No major silver cross in the short-term chart, yet it is on the major. However, it does look like there's room to break back down to the south, at least to 12.24. We'll have to keep our eyes on that one too. Over to WTI. WTI made a good run yesterday. Look for resistance at 74.75. At that level, obviously, we're coming in towards the highs. Possible resistance there and a fall off. I would hope to see, though, a break of monthly pivot taking us up to 80. Okay. Then across the indices, well, we were right with our view on Wall Street of testing the 4 hourly 50 at 10,000. She did find weakness off that level, but it looks like she might have another go today, although she is a little bit overbought at this moment in time. Let's see if we can get her back up to retest that 4 hourly 50 once more. If we can, then we'll be looking for potential plays coming in later this afternoon. Okay, have a good morning, and I will keep you up to date throughout the morning on the members area.